When I think about what movies have good editing, specifically, one that comes to my mind right away is the original Psycho from the 1960s, the black and white film directed by Alfred Hitchcock, based on the novel of the same name. The big thing I'm talking about here is the infamous shower scene. That's one of the most iconic moments of horror ever to be put into a movie. For one, the score by Bernard Herrmann is not only utterly chilling, it's iconic as well. That read is so well known. And also, think about just how many times the shower scene has either been referenced or parodied in other works. But when you look at the scene specifically, when you look at the editing of it, what you notice is that it's all a bunch of quick cuts. In that scene, you transition from one shot to the next, from one frame to the next, to put it a different way, very fast. You have one shot, and then, like, 5 seconds later, boom, it's a new shot. This continues on until the shower scene is over. And so you have, like, feels like 100 different shots. I think this really makes the scene stand out, and it works, honestly. If you think about it, none of the horror in this scene is actually shown to the audience. It's all just implied or suggested, both through the visuals and the music. I'm going to talk about this more in a separate video. I think that the shower scene is a great example of why less is sometimes more. You don't always need to show all the violence for a scene to be scary. That's what you see here. Also, right at the end of the movie, when Norman is in that cell, we go into the room and hear Mother's voice. And then you have that very creepy, chilling moment where you see Mother's skull overlapped with Norman's face. And then when you transition to the next shot, which is the swamp, this is where you see the car being pulled out of the swamp, for just like a few seconds there, you still actually see that skull when we see the swamp and the car being pulled out of it. So I think both the end of the movie and the shower scene really show that this movie has some good editing that really helps things out.